guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another great video for you today. And in this video, I am continuing on my house tour of all of my Christmas decorations, and we are looking at some more vintage Christmas today, and I am so thrilled. Can't wait to take you around the rest of my kitchen and show you what all I've done for Christmas. I wanted to give a little shout out first though to Tony Butterfly Nurse. She sent me this lovely little brooch that was her mother's, and I am wearing it today in honor of this great Christmas tour. It is a beautiful green and it is so lovely, so thank you, Tony, very much for sending that to me. Okay guys, I cannot wait to take you on the Christmas tour. I have a lot of fun vintage Christmas, including my aluminum tree, Lefton, and some vintage Christmas die cuts coming right up. Well guys, this is the first little spot in my apartment that I want to share with you all. And please disregard the boxes there. I've got some things coming up for Wednesday that are going to be really fun. So you want to check out my channel on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a fun live with games, prizes, and friend mail. As you can see, those boxes there are all ready for the live. So right here at my kitchen counter, I have put one of my favorite Christmas plates, and I am very excited to fill this with Scotch bread cookies that I make every year. It was my great-grandmother's recipe, and my grandmother Bibi taught me to make the Scotch bread cookies. So I make those every year, and I am so excited to put this on this wonderful Christmas cookie Santa plate that is spode. This is just so cute, and it was given to me by my grandmother. So she collected spode, my mom's mother, Grandma Beverly, for years and years and years, and this is one of the plates. I have the little handle. You can see there's a hole there, and there's a little handle that comes up, but I'm missing the screw, so I have to go to the hardware store and get a screw for this. But I am so excited to put the Christmas cookies on it. It is my favorite spode plate. One way that you can always tell spode is by looking at the top. Spode, true spode, will always have a Santa Claus at the top of the Christmas tree. There's a lot of spode lookalikes, so you gotta be careful when you are collecting spode. Now I've put some of my favorite Christmas cards here on display, and I will be sharing these on my live. This was part of my Christmas card exchange I did this year, and so many of you out in YouTube world sent me some wonderful Christmas cards, so I'm so blessed to be a part of this fantastic vintage community, and I can't wait to share these with you. So thank you everyone that sent me a special card. Now for the big display on my counter here, I really didn't do tons, but I wanted to kind of keep it simple but fun. So I thought, what would be more whimsical than to do a mouse display? So I have a whole series of Christmas mice here. These are all handmade in Germany, and they were my grandmother's that we've had for years and years, and I've always loved them even since I was a little kid. So I thought, how fun, I'll make a Christmas caroling display with my little family of mice. And we have these fun Christmas carol books from the 30s and 40s that I got from Vintage Vinny. So I set them up here, and I've got my royal wreath box in the back with some really cool graphics. It does not have the cellophane wreath anymore, but the graphics are just so cool. Really, that's what it's all about. And then in front, I have a piece of early American pressed glass with a sawtooth edge, and I put my family of mice in here, these made in Germany mice, and they are little carolers. So we have this fun caroling display. Each of these little mice are doing something different. So this little mouse is holding a wreath, and then this one has, looks like she's knitting. I think she's knitting something, and she's just so adorable. They're little felted mice. And this one is actually caroling. You've got the hymns there. She's adorable. And this one is not made in Germany. It's the only one that is not part of the family. This I got from Nicole in Nesting Haven. It is a Merry Christmas flocked mouse. So I'm just so excited about him. He's just great. and he would have been like a cake topper. So he's in there joining the family of carolers. This little gal has just been to the market, and she's got a piece of bread. She's got a nice baguette there. Very little adorable French looking mouse. And then you've got this little girl. She's got a magazine and she's reading. And you have this little wooden mouse, also from Germany. And then this little fella here with the teddy bear going to bed. But it's still kind of fun to just put them in this display. And it does look like they're caroling. So I really like that with the backdrop of these fun Christmas Carol books from the 30s and 40s. And the graphics on these are just absolutely spectacular. And I got those from Vinny, and I just think they are wonderful. I also have a set of wonderful glass. Now, I love my glass, and this is Avon Cape Cod. Now, Avon did kind of get this pattern from early glass. These are beautiful red, ruby red candlesticks that I got from Fatberg Finds, and I put little shiny brights in them. The shiny brights were missing the tops, so what I did was I just took the shiny brights that are missing the tops, and I stuck them in upside down in the candle holders just to create sort of a fun display and also keep those carol books propped up. I also included some more of my red glass. I've got my ruby red depression glass here, Anchor Hawking. And then I have a piece of, I think this is early American pressed glass. It's just gorgeous. It is flashed. You can see that flashed ruby color on the top. And it's so beautiful. It's kind of bohemian in a way too. And it's got the Hobstar design. I honestly don't know much about this piece, but I am doing more research on it, but I just think it's gorgeous. So I've got all of that right here in this little display, along with the Christmas plate and the Christmas cards. And now for the big moment you all have been waiting for, to see another shot of my beautiful aluminum tree. I have this aluminum tree on the table, and many of you guys in my live said, why don't you tape it down so it doesn't go anywhere? So that's what I did. I taped it down so it's nice and sturdy. And man, I just want to thank Cheryl Hoskins again for giving up the right to win this tree, and she gave this tree to me, and I am just so grateful. I got it from Misty at Thrifter, Junnker, Vintage Huckster. It is a vintage 1950s aluminum pom-pom tree, and I just love it. It is so absolutely magical and amazing. Now, as you can see, I'm still looking for a vintage tree skirt. I have this one that I got years and years ago for my mini tree from Target. So it's a little bit short, but I just think that it's much better than the tree stand itself. So we've got this kind of short, fun plaid Christmas tree skirt. And then around it, as presents, I have decided to use different boxes with really cool graphics. So I have this 1930s Noma Christmas light box. This is a box that would have had Christmas lights that had Bakelite plugs, and it just has some pretty cool graphics. Look at that. I mean, they just don't make things like that anymore. See the Santa at the bottom? Isn't he amazing? And it says it's the patented bead hold lamps upright. So you can see, because these lights have the bead, that this is definitely an old box. And on the back, you can see the advertisement for the approved Bakelite plugs. And you have the really cool Santa and reindeer on the side, the little Christmas village. I mean, this is just such an amazing box. I don't have the Christmas lights, but the box is just super, super cool. Now, I also have, next to more boxes that I kind of used as pretend presents, I have my little Snoopy collection, Snoopy, Charlie Brown. I love this. These were my grandfather's because he loved Charlie Brown, and they were on the tree all the time growing up. These are all made in Japan, and you have a Snoopy with the stocking, and he is marked Japan. You've got his sticker. These are all from the 50s, and they are just so cute. Here's Charlie Brown with his little present, and the sticker again on the bottom. And you've got this Snoopy playing tennis. My grandfather loved tennis. He was very good at it. along with golf. So you've got the Snoopy tennis guy, and then you've got Lucy with, it looks like a little holly wreath or something in her hand. She's just so cute and made in Japan. These were a little bit too heavy for the aluminum tree branches because they are ceramic. So what I did was I just put them under the tree. And you've got, last but not least, another Snoopy, of course, playing golf. And he is just so cute. And then you've got the Made in Japan on the bottom. So I put these kind of in a circle under the tree here. And they are all staring at this really great Lefton holly dish. Now, this Lefton holly dish has the original Lefton sticker on it. I did have to tape it to the bottom so it didn't get lost because it was kind of stuck up in the bottom here and it was coming off and I didn't want to lose it. So it's got its original Lefton Japan sticker. Now this is Lefton Japan and it's trademark registered Lefton exclusive. So you can look up the sticker color and what specifically the sticker says, and it will give you a date. So if you watched my last video, I talked about the Lefton teacup. Some of the pieces are dated, some of them are not. I believe this red sticker is much older than the stickers that are black. So this is the red sticker with the gold foiling. I think I read that this dates this to the 50s and 60s when it says trademark registered exclusive Japan. But if I'm wrong about that, I'll put that in the description box of the video. I'll put a link to a really good website if you want to look up your Lefton. But this is the Lefton Ceramics Holly and Berry pattern, and it is just gorgeous. I have a whole collection of these, and I just think that they are so lovely. And speaking of Lefton, I have more Lefton over here. This is the Lefton Holly and Berry candlesticks. Now, candlestick holders, rather. They're not candlesticks. You put candlesticks inside, and I've got two here that match. So what I did was I put them on either side of my makeshift color wheel. If you don't know, aluminum color wheels usually come with the aluminum trees, and they get really, really hot. The old ones from the 50s. So Misty had a great idea when she sold the tree. She has one at home too, and she uses this method as instead of the color wheels, which is much safer. She got this really great LED light from Walmart and then rigged up this neat little thing, and it sits up and makes a really cool pattern on the tree. So what I did was I put these candlestick holders on either side of the color wheel or the makeshift color wheel. These are Lefton as well. They have their original Lefton regular US patent off exclusive Japan's foil sticker. It's so cool when you find the stuff with the original foil sticker on it. It's just amazing. And they are beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. Green with that red. And I love anything holly and berry, so I'm a big fan of that. So I've got these pretty much on both sides of the color wheel or makeshift color wheel here. And my hope is to put some lucite candles in here, so I'd love to get some lucite candles, green ones, to stick those inside. And then I've also got more cool boxes, so I've got my shiny bright box here with the really cool Starburst graphics. I mean, this is just such a cool find. I was ecstatic when I got this box because those graphics are really just everything. They are amazing. This box is probably, I would say, 1960s, late 50s, just judging by the graphics. But I mean, absolutely great condition for its age, and it's just so fun to collect the boxes. So I love that. I also have more shiny bright boxes. So this is a cool shiny bright box. It's the mini one for 30 cents, and you've got the cool shiny bright ornaments on the side and the stars. I just love that graphic. I think it is so, so cool. So great graphics on the box. Love collecting these, and they're a great way to store your shiny brights too at the end of the year. Just make sure that if the cellophane is off, you can reapply cellophane, but you want to be careful not to open this thinking the cellophane is there and then tip the box over and all the ornaments come out and break. So just be careful of that. And then I have this last Shiny Bright box here, which is the first Shiny Bright box I ever got. It is the older one, glass Christmas ornaments. Just so cool. I love this box, and you can see that it has the address, but there's no zip code on the bottom. So this definitely is before 1963. Just really cool. And the last piece here to this little display is I have a Lefton sleigh in holly and berry pattern. I've got these really awesome Scottish sheep. My grandmother's had these forever, and I love sheep along with mice, so I just thought it would be so whimsical to put them in the sleigh, because they are too heavy for the tree, and they're wooden with this really neat Scottish wool. So we've got the white wool sheep and the black wool sheep, and they are just so fun propped up in this Lefton sleigh. And if you turn the sleigh over, you can see that it has the Lefton stamp. Now this Lefton sticker is silver, and it is definitely worn, so it's hard to see exactly what it said, but the silver stickers are definitely older than the red stickers. And then so you have the silver stickers, the red stickers, and then you have the black stickers. The black stickers are like the 70s Lefton pieces. So this is just so neat. I love this. I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is so fun to put the little sheep in here and just prop them up. So I've had these sheep since I was a kid on my Christmas tree at home, and they are just so magical. So now, before we conclude this video, I am going to show you some of my favorite ornaments on the tree. So if you missed the live, you get a chance to see these up close. I have some of these, like flying saucer is what they're called, Shiny Brights. These are all original, made in USA Shiny Brights. The ones that do not have the Made in USA on the top, and they just say Shiny Bright, or don't say anything at all, typically are reproductions from the 90s made by Christopher Radko. So we did the Shiny Brights in the 90s and 2000s, but you can kind of spot those a mile away because they won't have the Made in USA mark, and they are different colors than the original Shiny Bright, so look out for those. Also note that Shiny Bright did do some things in collaboration with those beautiful German ornaments, so sometimes you will see Shiny Bright exclusive Germany or something to that effect on the top of the ornament. So I've got these really beautiful two-colored spaceship style ornaments, and I love them. They're my favorites. I just think they're gorgeous. I also have a really beautiful Shiny Bright that I got from Patrick at Trusty Huckster Mercantile with the starburst and the window. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, one of my favorite ornaments was one that I had as a kid, and my mom brought this back from London when she studied overseas in a college program there. And we've had this on our family tree for years and years, and I'm so honored to have it in my own house now. This is the London telephone booth. It is just so cool, and I didn't know this until this year, and I've had this ornament for years and years, and there's actually a man inside smoking a pipe, getting a telephone call, or making a telephone call. So you can see that man here with the pipe, and I've never noticed that until this year for some reason, but I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then, you know, we have these fun fruit ornaments. In the Victorian times, trees were adorned with fruit, and that was one of the things that they used as ornaments. So you see a big nod to some of that Victorian style decorating with these old Shiny Bright fruit ornaments, and this looks like grapes, so I just love that. And then my grandmother got me this gorgeous Christopher Radko ornament that has a carousel on it for my love of vintage carousels, and the carousel that I used to ride in St. Augustine all the time as a kid. And I'll have to tell that story another time, but I love that little carousel ornament. She also got some gorgeous egg ornaments. These are absolutely beautiful, and they are that wonderful egg that the Queen collects. So I think they are just beautiful. Love that. And then down here I've got some more Shiny Brights. I have a lot of these like red Shiny Brights, and I think they're nice because they just sort of round out the tree. And then I've got a few of the bell style. I don't have that many of the bell style, but I really, really hope to get more of those because I think that they're beautiful. And my very favorite ornament on the tree, besides my vintage shiny brights, because I love all of them, but this is an Austrian ornament. I think it's Austrian. It is gorgeous, and we've had this on our tree again since I was a kid. It looks like stained glass. It's multicolored, and I am always so scared that it's going to break because it is my very favorite ornament. I've had it for years and years, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. So I love that. That's one of my favorites as well. And then I've got this cool mercury glass bead green garland that I got from Pamela Blanchard, and I just think it is so beautiful. So I love that. And I've got this great chimney sweep. Now he's let's see where he is made. He is German. He's he's Steinerbach, if I'm saying that correctly. And he is just so neat. He's like the Mary Poppins chimney sweep. But it's also really good luck to have chimney sweeps somewhere on your Christmas tree, I've heard. So that's fun. And I've got a spode bell here. My grandmother had this. This was hers. So I've got this gorgeous spode bell. And this ornament is so neat. It's handmade. I've had this again since I was a little kid. Always loved it. I don't know who did it. It is all inlaid, and it is just absolutely beautiful. It's this wooden teddy bear in the shape of an egg, and I love him. So he is there. And then I've got a beautiful pepper. Now this is not an old ornament, but it's kind of in honor of my dad. When we were growing up, my dad had these really, really cool pepper lights in his apartment hanging above the kitchen stove. And I've always thought those were just so neat, so I love the pepper, and I got that sort of in honor of the pepper lights. And then the last ornament that I'm going to show, because I can't feature them all, but this is a gorgeous wedgewood, probably 1970s, acorn and leaf Christmas ornament. It looks like holly and berry, but they actually are acorns, as Nate from New Zealand pointed out to me, which I didn't know. So I just think these are beautiful. So I've got all these wonderful ornaments, and I'm so glad that you guys got to see my tree. If you have not seen my 5-hour live that I did of setting up my aluminum Christmas tree, please feel free to go back and watch that. This is just such a cool tree. The aluminum is absolutely so magical. I still miss having a fresh cut tree, but I love, love, love the look of the aluminum tree with the pom-poms. It is just so cool. So I love this. I think it is beautiful. I'm so excited about how it came out, and I love all the ornaments on the tree. So you can get a bigger picture of some of the ornaments if you go back and watch that live that I did setting up the tree. You can hear a little bit more about the story behind each one. And the last thing I'm going to show you in my decorating series is my front door, and I've got some fun things that I did to it, so let's go. So I'm sorry for the excess noise, but I am doing laundry. I am human, and there is laundry to be done, so you can probably hear that. But this is the last thing in my apartment that I want to show you. This is my front door, and I have it all decked out with these really fun die cuts and Christmas Carol books. This is part of the Christmas Carol lot that I got from Vintage Vinny, and I think they're beautiful. Some of these are early as 1930 to 1940, and then into the 50s, and I love this so much. It came out really well. So I've got my vintage cellophane wreath hanging on the door with the holly and berry and those really pretty bells. It's in great shape. I love that red color and the silver. It's just such a cool piece. So I've got that. And then I have these really neat Christmas Carol books that I just hung with magnets on the door. They're very easy to do, and you can take them down and pack them flat. They take up no room, so it really makes for a great display in an apartment. And then I have these really cool Denison Choir Boy die cuts. I love these. I got a set of 2 online, so they're kind of matching, and I love the symmetry of that. I think it looks great. And then I also have a Denison Santa. Now, he would have come in a pack with multiple other Santas and a little cellophane bag marked Denison. So he is not marked Denison, but he is Denison. These choir boys are marked Denison, USA, but this guy right here would have been used for a gift bag or a package because he does have a little hole there where you could have put ribbon around it and tied it to something. I mean, he is just so awesome. I love him. And then you've got this really cool Christmas carols cover down here, which I just love. So this is really the last little place that I've decorated in my apartment, and I just love it. I think it is so jolly. It's fun. It came out really well, and I'm just so thrilled with it. Well, guys, that is it for my Christmas home decorating series. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've come up with for Christmas this year. I am thrilled with all of my displays and all of the special treasures that you guys have sent me. I've gotten off the live sales or I've had from family. It is so fun putting these out and getting to see the fun graphics and show all of you here on YouTube. Don't forget that this Thursday, Christmas Eve, Patrick the Trusty Huckster Mercantile is going live, and he will be having a live premiere Christmas Eve, or live haul rather, not premiere, and I will be in the chat with you guys there. And then directly following his live chat, I will be doing a Christmas light premiere video. So I'm going to take you down to St. Augustine to see the Night of Lights, to some other really cool neighborhoods around Jacksonville that do some major displays, even a live nativity. So I'm going to show you all of that on my YouTube channel. And I thought that would be fun to create a sense of family. We can all get in our pajamas, get on our phones, and enjoy watching something virtually. Even if we can't be with our own family, we are together and we are having fun watching the premiere, and we're getting to see the world even though we can't travel. We'll see it virtually. So that's going to be really fun on Thursday night. And then I believe after my live premiere, Nancy at Thisoverstuffedhouse might do a live Christmas chat. So look out for that. And then on Friday, Christmas Day, I will be going live at some point, as many others are. I believe Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage might be doing a Christmas live as well with her husband, so look out for that. And I'll be also doing a video on Christmas Carol history and some of our favorite Christmas Carol songs, so look out for that video on Friday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this home tour, and I can't wait to see you all in the chats. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year. Much love to you all, and as always, stay in, stay safe, and beds YouTube. Bye-bye now.
That's why I go for that rock and roll.